Okay. So, wealth and richness, or being rich and being wealthy. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Normally I say these things and I'm having a financial counsel, financial advice class, or I'm having a meeting about financial advice that I get paid for to someone. But I felt it's time that we actually talk about this. So, you live in South Africa and you're wondering, how can I create wealth? How can I create wealth in South Africa? Let's say you're like myself, for example. You come from a local area, township area, rural area, and you're wondering, I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich. How do I do it? I don't want to be rich personally because I have a different ideology between being rich and being wealthy. And that's probably a video for another day, right? Right? Okay. We'll do a video with just how I look at rich and wealth in just the grand scheme of things in a financial planning and financial guidance type of way. But this video, if you haven't seen, there will be a shorter version of this, which will probably be on TikTok, Instagram, and also um, down here in the YouTube channel. It's just going to be just me being direct and giving you the 10 steps. This video, I'm just going to expand a bit more on the 10 steps. So if you don't have much time, go watch that video. It's probably about 5 minutes or 4 minutes long. This one will probably be about 20 minutes. I'll try to make it 15 minutes, but probably about 20 minutes. So if you do have 20 minutes, just stick around, and also hit that subscribe button, please. Right there. Okay, cool. And if along the video you like what I am saying, just hit the like button as well and share it to other people. So you live in South Africa, you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, but you're not sure of how to go about it. Now, these are going to be 10 steps from my ideology of how to create wealth in South Africa. Starting now in 2026 going forward. You could use this in any era, any time. Doesn't matter. If you come through 2027 and you watch this, it will still work. 2028 still work. 2030 doesn't matter because there's not any specific things to this year that I'm telling you to do. It's just things that you probably should have known by this point, or things that will kind of guide you from this point. Okay, so first and foremost, find something that creates at least 200 rands per day for you. So find something that at least brings in 200 rands per day. Now, there's a video that we've made in this channel whereby we talk about from 200 rands all the way to 1 billion rands. If you want to specifically watch that one, you could click somewhere probably up here or go to the playlist and you'll watch that video. But with this one, I'm just saying, doesn't matter whatever sector you're in, whatever avenue you're in, whatever type of work or business you're doing. If it can create at least 200 rands a day for you, then it's a good start. So find something that will make you that 200 rands a day. You can be a street vendor, you can open a small business, whatever. You can be a counselor of whatever or consultant of whatever thing. Just find something that makes you 200 rands per day and start with it. And make sure that you're using it as a catalyst for what you're going to be doing going forward. Secondly, we have learn how to sacrifice. So sacrifice is a very, very big thing if you're trying to reach a certain level of wealth or a certain level of richness, as people claim it. So if you want to reach that state, you have to sacrifice. There is no story about anyone who's ever been wealthy or reached the top 10% or the top 1% of their country, of the world, who has never sacrificed. Unless they're using that other way that we as black people know. Right? We're not going to talk about that one, which is still a sacrifice, actually. So, yeah, sacrifice. It is very, very important. Either you're sacrificing time, you're sacrificing fun, you're sacrificing going out with friends, being out with loved ones, being with your family. You have to sacrifice something of equal importance for your goal. If you don't sacrifice and you're not consistent, then you're not going to reach it. Just give up right now and just stay in the rat race. Stay in that cycle of the rat race. That's probably where you're good. It's okay. Just exist. Don't live, just exist. It'll be fine for you. All right. Now, step number 3. We've talked about this one as well in the other videos. There's a very video that is specific to this that you can check called Change Your Environment right there. So step number 3 is change your environment. So changing your environment is not just good just for the sake of you're in a different place. It's good for your mentality. It's good for idea generation. It's good for also noticing opportunities and getting the chance to network with different people that can help you in all facets of life. So change your environment, move away from where you currently live and see how other people live. For example, those books that I showed you in the other videos that I bought, all of those books I got for 165 rands. 6 books, 165 rands, just by changing my environment. So change your environment and you'll be able to network and see different opportunities. It's very, very important. Plus, usually if you're a black person such as myself and you come from a rural, local or township area, the people that are number one not going to want you to succeed are the people from your neighborhood, are the people from the environment which you were born and raised in. So once you change that, you'll see that everyone else doesn't give a fuck about you. They just want to be good in their own thing when you're in the new environment and you do that. So very important. Step number 4, invest, invest, invest. It sounds like a crazy thing, but you can actually start investing from the time you were born. Now, obviously, someone on your behalf, but it actually happens. You can open an easy equity account, or you can open another forex trading account or investment account for your child and get them investing with either their pocket money or whatnot and teach them the art of investing as they are young. If you're a young adult, if you're an adolescent, if you're an adult, you can also start investing from as little as R1. So buy shares in companies, buy percentage of property, buy natural resources. It doesn't matter. You can start investing from as little as R1. So whenever you have 500 rands and you're like, should I buy alcohol with this? What can I do with this? Invest it. Whenever you have like 1,000 rands and you're like, what can I do with this? At least take 50%, invest it. So that when you do spend the other 50%, you're comfortable knowing I have 50% coming back. So I drink a lot. I love alcohol, but only in times where I feel as if it's appropriate. So when I've done things that push my life forward, when I'm comfortable enough that I believe it's good for me. And the other good thing about it is I have shares in SAB. So I buy alcohol, I still make some money back. It doesn't matter what percentage it is, it's small amounts, not like something huge, but I still know at least every time I buy alcohol, I'm making money for them and for myself, and also having a good time. So 6, 7, whatever. Anyways, so that's very important as well. Invest, 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 invest. And step number 5 is we're going back to step number 1, where I told you find something that brings you at least 200 rands a day. Whenever you get that, after a year, double that. And then after the following year, double that. And then after the following year, double that. Get into the idea of doubling, even tripling if it can't stretch you that much. If you think you're capable of tripling it, but tripling it would probably take it too far for people who are just getting into the idea of business. So for me, always doubling it is very important, because when you double it, then you compound your income or your interest. And that's very important from just your normal incremental change. Because if you just keep the one and you add other things to it, you will get more income, but it will be slight increase. But when you double it, it compounds and it grows exponentially and gives you different markets, different ideas, different networks. So it leans into changing your environment as well. So always double it. Step number 6 is read books. As I told you before about books, give me a sec. Yep, get into the habit, reading. Read books, very, very important. Doesn't matter, you can read 30 minutes a day. Doesn't matter, just keep reading books. Now this is the good thing though. Don't just read any books. Read books that are aligned with what you're trying to achieve. So you want to be wealthy? Read books about wealth, books about financial planning, books about making sure your business is growing, leadership, those type of books. don't just read books just for the sake of reading. It's boring. The Jews have gone to be the greatest or one of the greatest cultural people around the world because of this ideology. They teach their children to read, but more specifically, read things that are in line with what they're trying to achieve. And once they do that, they gain more knowledge, they gain more experience, they gain more networks, and they use it. And that's how they've been where they've been for a very, very long time, practically running America. But we won't talk about that. So yes, read as well. Very important. Now, step number 7, which should be technically step number 1 in everyone's life, regardless of whether you're trying to achieve wealth or whatever, is just health. Health is wealth, as you've heard the saying. Health is your greatest attribute. In sports, I believe in basketball, there's a term that says your greatest, and also in football, yes, NFL football and the original football. Your greatest ability is availability. So make sure that you are healthy enough to always be available. You are healthy enough to always be around to make money, because time is money. And every time you waste certain amount of time, or you don't have the ability to work because you're sick, because you didn't take care of yourself, you're losing out on precious time to get closer to your goal, to your vision. Health is wealth. Drink lots of fluids. Get into the occasion of walking up steps instead of elevators, walking in general, just interacting with other people outside. I say this as a gamer. I say this as someone who stays indoors nowadays, but I also love walking. I have a fitness watch for that. My phone tracks that as well. So health is wealth. Get into the habit of just maintaining your health and making sure you're keeping yourself healthy. I am so health phobic that if I hear someone sneeze, if I hear someone cough, I get away from them. I cannot afford to be unhealthy or unwell because I know how much it takes away from me reaching my goals. Very important. Health is wealth. That was step number 7. Step number 8, learn to be comfortable being by yourself. Now, we also have a video that's directly attributed to this. You can go watch that video if you want to. But for the case of this, just learn to be comfortable being alone. If you want to achieve something great, if you want to achieve something exponentially hard, or something that has never been done by people in your family, in your neighborhood, in your community, in your culture, you have to be comfortable with the idea of stepping out, walking your own way, being alone. I know social media has done this thing whereby we want to be the same. We want to copy this person or that person or this person. But if you're trying to achieve wealth, be comfortable being isolated. Be comfortable stepping away from your family, your loved ones, your friends, for the sake of achieving this. We're not saying cut ties, but we're saying be comfortable with the fact that you might have to be alone for a certain period of time to make this a reality. Very important. Now, step number 9. Know what you're good at and stick to what you're good at. Consistency is key. Consistency is probably the key for being great in any avenue. Money, skill, sports, doesn't matter. Anything you want to do, consistency is the key. That's why in Japanese culture, you have the law of 10,000. So you have to attribute at least 10,000 hours to a certain skill or certain thing to actually master it. I'm not sure about mastering it, but to be good enough that it pays you for doing it. So consistency, especially when it gets boring, especially when it gets depressing. I love writing. I write possibilities about my future almost every day. It changes every time. Every time something happens in the world or in my life, I have to amend it. Then I amend it again. Then I amend it again. Then I amend it again. But I get into the habit of writing, because every time I write, I say the things that I want to do out loud. And every time that I write, I go back to some of the things that I wrote before and I see the change. Sometimes we want to see change as monetary, like year to year, we want to see us make more money. But we don't see that even if we don't make more money, the way of making money becomes easier because you've learned something in the previous year that you didn't know when you were writing that thing. So, consistency, very, very important. Step number 9, know what you're good at, be consistent. Step number 10, use credit, use debt to your advantage. Now, again, this is a financial advisory topic, which I should be paid for. And I hope you like this video and you subscribe to the channel. So I will be paid for it because I usually charge people for this. But figure out that not all debt is bad debt. And using debt to actually fund something that becomes great is one of the most common way that people become rich or wealthy. So figure out how to use debt to your advantage and use it for something structured and something consistent that will bring you in revenue. And from there, you can just virtually do whatever you want to do. So those were my 10 steps to how to achieve wealth in South Africa from 2026 going onwards. Honestly, you could use it whenever. If you have a time machine and you go back to the 1990s, they will still work for you. If you don't have a time machine, but you do come back to this video 10 years from now, 2036, hopefully we'll still be around. Hopefully you still be doing things. It will still help you. So think about all of these. I will put them in some order around me, maybe here, all the 10 steps. Think about them. Get into the habit of using them. This will be your 10-step guide to being rich or wealthy. And if we do it around the same time and we reach whatever level we reach, whatever wealth or whatever richness is to you, it could be 10 million, it could be 5 million, it could be 50 million, billion, trillion, doesn't matter. If we reach our intended wealth or richness state, I hope we meet again. I hope we talk to each other. I hope we network. I hope we help each other in different venues or ventures that we actually get into. For that, thank you very much. And if you've stayed here for this entire time, I am so grateful. Thank you. Please also like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you do that, it will be very, very helpful. And please, people from South Africa, what's wrong with you? Why do I have other people from other countries subscribing and other people from other countries liking my videos, watching my videos? What's wrong with you? Is it because I don't sound as South African as... I don't know, but I hope you actually do. I hope you help this South African get big on YouTube. I hope you help this South African help you also reach your goals. And I hope you actually help this South African in other ways of getting better at whatever they do. Any tips, skills, advice would be recommended, especially in this content creation life, because it's new for me. I normally like being in the background of things and just working. It's how I grew up. Anyways, a still fish is a dead fish. Keep moving. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely, lovely day. Adios.